Holy shit. I did not pay any tariffs yet, and I believe I know what this is. Boom.
She's my house.
What's up, guys? My name's Ian, and in this box we have a piece of history, something that's going to change the game. This is the new controller from Titan Controllers. It is a controller for my surron lightbee, and it helps you control your wheelies. Anti-loop technology, but it's also supposed to be one of the best performing controllers available right now. So this is a total game changer, and I'm just super stoked to be one of the first people in the United States that has one of these. And yeah, we're gonna put it on my bike. We're gonna go ride it, check it out, give my initial thoughts, and do some wheelies.
Psst, I see dead people. Ballin', sweat on new jeans, might talk. If you at the party, let's hit, let's fuck. I knew your boyfriend was a bitch, that's tough. If you at the party, let's hit, let's fuck. I'm trying to get it back and run it like Nicola for the Nuggets. I'm a big.
All right, guys, here we go. We'll be seeing this for the first time together. Looks like we got all of our wires and stuff all labeled. Should be super easy to see where they go and hook them up. Damn, that is a sweet looking controller. That thing is beefy. All the wiring looks like it's done really well. Nothing exposed or anything. Here we've got, looks like some mounting stuff. The display. This is where I go on the phase wires or something. I'll have to figure it out. Regen thumb throttle, which fuck yeah, I want one of these so bad. Hardware. The left combination switch, that right there, that little knob there, that's where you control your wheelies. Reverse, horn, encoder to hall sensor, OTA. Oh, looks like a... This is probably for the screen or something. Power. GPS power. I wonder if I've got a GPS in my bike now. I wonder what that means. Maybe I can use that instead of my shitty tracker. And here's the right switch. This one has, I believe, like the different modes, and you can set your like headlight button on the back of this or something. Yeah, there's a button on the back side too. I'll get these all out of the packaging and we'll set it up and go from there.
The feeling won't let me sleep, 'cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel.
Alright, so I did film the setup and it took me like 2 hours, even though I thought it was gonna be like a 15-minute project. So I don't want to show the whole thing, but basically you remove all the bolts that hold the stock controller in. Right here, you take these two out on each side to move the breaker back, and that'll let you rock this back and you can see everything. I took my tilt sensor out and I kind of run the wires through there, but it's super easy. I do have a picture of which order the phase wires go in, so you can use that for reference, but it's on their website too. Yeah, so one thing I recommend is once you get everything off there, I went plug by plug and just followed the labels on them and just plugged everything in. And then when I was done, I had all these extra plugs and all the old plugs, and it was like making it way more difficult. I flipped the bike over, flipped it back over, flipped it over, flipped it back over so many times. And then when I was done, I pulled the stock wiring harness out. It opened up so much. There was no more distracting old plugs in the way. So one thing I recommend is get everything off. Take your controller off. Take everything you're taking off the handlebars, the Sport Eco switch, all that shit, and then take the stock wiring harness out. You'll clip a zip tie like right here. Might be on the other side actually, and then just pull that whole fucking thing out. When you hook up your tail light, you'll run it through this side of the battery. There's a little piece you can screw off there and run it behind. You'll see all that when you open it up. There's really no point in me showing the video of the installation. But what I do want to share with you guys is my settings. I have a stock battery, so my wheelie angle can't be set over 50 degrees, but with a better battery or better motor, you can go back to 70 degrees, which is right, that's past 12 o'clock. So I can get pretty steep wheelies on this. I'm very happy with the way it's performing. My tune's great. I'm going to show all you guys all of that in a second when I'm riding. But I'm just going to real quickly go over my settings and let you guys know which ones kind of have to be the way they are for stock power. So if you have a stock battery like me, I've got the 60 volt, 40 amp hour 2023. So, you guys can kind of start from here and do whatever. But rated current, that's 200 amps. That is, there's descriptions on all these. I'm not going to read them all to you, or this will take forever. But that's basically how much can go through the wires. It's based on millimeters squared of phase wire. So I left that at 200. These low, mid, and high phase amps, those are your settings. I've got 250, 300, and 400. And you guys can change those to whatever. A stock battery can handle up to like 500 phase amps. L break 1, 200 amps. L break 2, 100 amps. And that is for the regen throttle. Brake cutoff, 50 amps. That has to do with the effects regenerative braking, something to do with the setup for wheelies and stuff, so that is important. Brake cutoff, 50 amps. Battery discharge, I got it 90 amps. Stock BMS is rated for 85. I turned it up to a little over 100 and was fine still, but 90 amps seems like a safe place. Battery charge, this is for the regen on the wheelie control. So they said 50 amps is what you need to set this at for stock. I've got it at 90. I just matched my battery discharge. So I think you have a little play in there, but just try 50 first if your stock, set it up the way they say. And also, Titan Controllers answers me all my messages super fast. So if you guys have any tune questions, probably hit them up on Facebook. Regen torque 0. I've got no regen when I'm rolling. Reluctance 0. I think you do 30 for. I had it on 30 and it worked just fine too, but they did say to go 0 for stock, so I turned down 0. Drive mode torque, there's a new update out. If you update, plug your display in, there shouldn't be cruise mode. I guess it's really dangerous, but I haven't updated yet. Motor sensor, Hall, minimum battery voltage is 48.0, and this will set your battery right on the display, so it's important. And max battery is 67.2. That's for the stock 60 volt 40 amp hour battery. Speed calibration, I've got mine at 700 and it's almost accurate. I probably turned down just a little bit. Low GRPM, this is the field weakening. I got them all at 100%. Anything over 100% is adding field weakening. And so you can get your top speed up a little bit. Below 100% would get the top speed lower. Throttle, low, mid, and high, I've got it on 12. I think that's where it came at, and it's really comfortable. I tried 10. I might try some other ones, but this throttle curve is awesome. It's like basically a linear throttle. Reverse speed, I've got mine at 30%. You can do whatever you want. That's your speed in reverse. Throttle protect on, temp sensor, number 4, option number 4, KTY 84130. Looks like there's another common sensor here. I'm not sure what that is, but this is the stock surron. That's what you're doing. Motor direction is forward. Throttle start 0.95 volts. Throttle full 3.95 volts, and that's for the stock throttle. If you upgrade like FX throttle or Domino, you can open those up a bit. L brake start 1.05 and L brake full is 4.0. That's the regen throttle. OBT limit disabled. OBT power cut disabled. Wheelie direction, you're going to want this on direction 1 for sure. Control angle, you just hold long press M, the mode button here, and set your angle to 0 when your bike's flat. It says use a kickstand. I don't. I just hold it still, and it works. It sets the 0 angle, and then you can see 1 or -1 on your screen to make sure it's right. Minimum wheelie, I've got mine set to 25. If you've got a stock battery, you can't really do like real low angle wheelies. It won't stay up. So 25 is my minimum, and my max is set to 50. I had them set to 8 and 70 before, and that's probably what I will do again when I get my 72 volt in here. Wheelie current. This is important, guys. 450 amps if you got a stock battery. I think like 260 is good if you upgrade, but 450 amps is where you want to be. Wheelie decent. This is how fast your front wheel goes down. I've got it on 3, but I'm going to bump it up to 6 because it uses less power, and it's easier on the stock setup, and I don't mind the wheel falling back down fast. I was riding at 6 before, and it was really nice. The 3 is very comfortable, and like if I was letting the wheel go back down one-handed, I'd probably want it slower, but I put my hands on the handlebar or straighten them out before I go down. I don't really care if that's on faster. So, oh yeah, I held down M. It saved that setting. You can set up all your settings, then hold it down and save them. And then self-learning. This is after you set the battery current at the top or change your motor. It says what to, so after setting the rated current, battery minimum max voltage, and motor sensor, restart and save. So that's long press M. Then come to this setting. Make sure your back wheel is on the ground. Make sure your bike's on a stand. I've also done it by just holding my bike up, like hold my front brake and grab the side of the seat and lift it up. Long press M, the wheel's going to spin though. So be ready for that. Frequency 20 kilohertz, brake signal, low active, tilt protection, close, button use. That's for this button over here. I've got mine set to regen / park. Gear setting, push mode. Battery series for the stock 60 volt 40 amp hour is 16. You can always call Titan or somebody that represents them to find out what battery series you're on. Startup UI, it says 1, 3, or 5. I've got mine on 2 because that's the screen I like to see, and then one press of this button takes me to this screen to adjust, so it just works really well. Pole pairs 1, fan speed 25%, sensorless 4.0 seconds, e-brake boost 0, and here's where you set. I did miles per hour in Fahrenheit on the United States. You guys can pick kilometers in Celsius, kilometers Fahrenheit, miles in Celsius, or miles in Fahrenheit. So that's really cool. Whenever you change your settings, you just long press M and it locks them in, and you can change this, long press M and go ride. You don't have to do self-learning except for when you change those battery voltage and rated current and that shit. So yeah, those are my settings. Got the installation tips. Sorry about not having the video of that, but now let's go test it out. All right, guys, we're out here at the Titan controller on the Surron LBX. I'm turning on the wheelie controller. I've been riding around, getting my settings right, figuring everything out. I think I got it all dialed. If I did my job right in the video, you'll see the settings already. But basically, I'm gonna click this button. I'm gonna come over here. It's down on the 3rd page. I'm gonna go control angle 0. I'll hold this button down. It'll restart and then it'll be set. I just did that. So when you're done, you're gonna see this here on your screen. Instead of lines right here, it'll have a number. When you push forward, the number should go down. When you pull back, it goes up. So forward, you'll get negative numbers. Hold on. Let me just lift up my tail real quick. Sorry to do it on the seat, but negative. Backwards, you'll get positive. But yeah, so that's what the screen looks like. Once you see numbers there, you know it's on, but tilt it both ways, make sure it's good. And yeah, my Insta360 stick is breaking, so I'm gonna make this video pretty quick, but I know everybody wants to see the wheelie feature, so we're gonna okay. So I forgot. When you want to engage the wheelie feature, you just come over here, you turn this knob, and it'll hit. I got it 50 to 25. So turn off the wheelie feature, just turn it right back down. But let's just go set them at about 40 degrees. I usually wheelie about 45 degrees, and let's see what happens. All right, now I think we're still recording over here. Okay, so I should have filmed this too. I guess I will. Video again. Okay. All right. 300 phase amps. I like to go 400 phase amps to use the wheelie mode. Lock in, baby. Yeah. So I'm still new to this, guys, but I'll beg your pardon if I'm not busting out the one-handed trick yet, but I'll learn pretty quick, I promise. Also, I got a broken throttle. Part of why I want to finish this movie right now. I want to make a video when I put my new throttle on tomorrow. That's pretty dangerous with wheelie mode, guys. I don't know if you noticed what just happened there, but that was cruise control. Selfie stick's about to fall off, so I'm gonna try to take my hand off real quick, and then I'm gonna just ride around and show you the tune a little bit. Oh yeah, baby, that was easy. So, you guys aren't seeing instant progress because I had to get this tune dial down and stuff, but you're seeing right at the beginning, guys. So this is happening pretty fast. I just took my hands off. Just imagine what I'll post in like a week even, guys. The camera's a little scuffed. Shit, I got a new lens protector. It's just at home. Alright, so I'm gonna hold this in my hand. I'm gonna show you guys how sick this controller is. I was gonna do some wheelies without wheelie mode, but I'm hitting similar torque here, but I am, similar top speed, but my torque is insane, guys. I'm running 300 phase amps, that's more than stock. I can wheelie this in my, like without wheelie feature, in my 250 phase amp mode. No problem, guys. I hope this lens isn't beat up too bad. Fuck, that would suck. But I got a tripod inside, so I'm gonna still film some stuff for you guys. Give me one sec. This is my first time filming with this camera off of the handlebars. I got a chest mount coming real soon. So I have the chest mount, I got the adapter soon, so when that gets here, I'm gonna take this out in the into the mountains and do some trail riding and some jumps and stuff, just to show how good the tune works in dirt and stuff too. With my busted throttle, it's a little tricky, and like stepping up onto the knees and stuff, it's a little weirder when it's like that, since I do. But I feel like I'm getting used to it. You guys can see, you know, this is early on. This is the learning curve right here, so get more tricks. Well, I gotta go tighten this shit up, but what happened there was I told you guys I would try some stand-up tricks, like in a week maybe, I don't know when. I put my foot on the seat, started to feel like standing up might not be that hard, started to lift my foot up and fell. So I'm sure I'll stick one next week, guys. I crashed a flex wheelie like a week ago, and I stick those every time now, so. But I'm gonna just take it home now and cut up the footy I got and make a video for you guys. So guys, the tuning is super easy on this controller, right? I feel like I've maxed out the performance on my stock power, and it's awesome. I loved it the way it was, to be honest. But that being said, now that I've done this, guys, I'm craving that 72 volt battery, and I'm gonna get one. But you guys won't be disappointed in this controller. If you're a power chaser, it can put out more than anything out right now. It can handle more voltage than anything out right now. I don't have a discount code for you or an affiliate link, but I am trying to get one. Right now, guys, these controllers are so cheap that they're not even doing discount codes. So like, this is an introductory price right now. I suggest you cop one immediately. If you don't, and I get a code or a link, I will put it in the description of this video when I get it. So yeah, just check down the description and see if there's something there. But great controller, great tune, and I'm going to take this out and show a lot more about the controller, riding dirt. Hopefully this week I'll get it filmed. I don't know when it'll be on YouTube, but I'm going to go ride around and just show off like the tunability compared to a regular controller. And so watch for that, and watch for a ton of wheelie videos from me now, because why not, right? I'd say you can't crash, but I just proved that wrong. But watch for a ton of wheelie videos from me. Please like and subscribe. I just started this channel, but like I'm obsessed with my bike and I'm trying to grow this into something, so please just join me and follow me on this journey. Thanks, and have a good day. Bye.